President Obama has since reversed that rule. After a lot of back and forth, the president shifted gears and settled on a compromise. But did the compromise really change anything? Ben has the reality check.
When President Obama made his compromise, he essentially found a fair common ground. The HHS rule would no longer require religious institutions like hospitals and schools to provide health insurance coverage for contraception. Along with that, churches would be exempt. And yet the president says he was able to hold to his core conviction that women would not have to pay for contraception.
Under the rule, women will still have access to free preventive care. That includes contraceptive services, no matter where they work. So that core principle remains. But if a woman's employer is a charity or a hospital that has a religious objection to providing contraceptive services as part of their health plan, the insurance company, not the hospital, not the charity, will be required to reach out and offer the woman contraceptive care free of charge, without copays and without hassles.
Well, it sounds like the whole thing was taken care of, right? Except what the president just said there isn't exactly true. If an insurance company is paying for the contraception, which includes the morning after pill, who's actually paying for it? You don't believe the insurance company is going to eat all those costs, do you? Blue Cross released an unofficial estimate of what it would cost to cover the contraceptive and sterilization coverage alone. It estimates that cost around $2.8 billion. And that's just the contraceptive mandate. Throw in all the other mandated preventative care services, and Blue Cross estimates $13 billion. In an average $4,000 premium plan, that jump, it's not huge for the individual. It's about $13. But this isn't a money issue alone. Remember, we're talking about a religious liberty issue. So what does the Constitution say? The Establishment Clause and the Free Exercise Clause of the U.S. Constitution state that Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. So while President Obama says that Catholic institutions under the revised rule will not have to violate their charter or their collective conscience, his revision of this contraceptive mandate does nothing for the rights of the individual. The problem here is viewing a Catholic hospital or charity or even church with more rights than those of the individuals who make up those entities. So here's what you need to know. Although the administration is requiring insurance companies provide the coverage free of charge, the president and the HHS know that they are going to pass that cost back on to the customers: Catholics, Protestants, atheists and agnostics, Buddhists and Muslims. Perhaps that's the biggest problem with this whole central planning idea in the federal government. Unless you are a large voting bloc, your religious liberty to not pay for contraception isn't even considered. The rights of the individual is not protected because all rights seem to go to the so-called greater good. And that is Reality Check.
What do you think? Would you like to make your voice heard on this story? You can simply do so by heading over to Ben's Facebook page. You can find it by searching Ben Swan, WXIX.
Well, you have